Hey all, we are back again with another 6-inch figure review from the Jazwares Fortnite Legendary Series line of figures. Today we're going to look at Wildcard, and he's a classy looking guy if you ask me. Let's take a quick look on the back of the package before we open it up. So here's a bigger, larger piece of art with him there. Here's his name, Wildcard, and it says, pick a card, any card. Down here we have the Series 1 Legendary Figures cross sale. So far, we're halfway through it, and we've got 3 more to go before we get to Series 2. So anyway, it's time to open this thing up. I don't like looking at packages for very long, so stick around in the journey with me, and we're going to look at this guy. Be right back. We have the figure open, and here he stands, and here's all the accessories that were inside the package. I always like to look at the accessories first, so we're going to grab the harvesting tool. This is called the Crowbar, and I don't know about you, but this is one big crowbar. I mean, look at this thing up next to him. Do you have a crowbar that big? My guess is it's 2 crowbars, and it's strapped together or attached together somehow with this tape or strapping or something, but golly, that's big. The next thing is his back bling, or the backpack. This is called the cuff case, and it is all in silver. Isn't that a bright, nice silver? There's the peg that will hook onto his back, and it's got a pair of handcuffs attached to the handle. They're not like soft rubber. You probably could break them. This is me, gently trying to, bend it, and it's not really bending. This will bend a little bit, but be careful. This might break off. You could flip it around to the front, but if you put it on his back, this will probably hinder how well it attaches. It'll keep it separate. But this is pretty cool. I like the coloring. Over here, we've got a rocket launcher. Can you see this classy guy in a white suit holding this rocket launcher? I almost can't, so I'll have to put it in his arms or in his hands after a while. The rocket launcher has a really funny, cool face on it. I like the colors, the brown handles, the black barrel, and the green missile. That's pretty cool. Next, we've got what they refer to as a hand cannon. I just call it a gun. But anyway, it's a silver gun with a black handle, and it's got some nice little detail on it, and I like this one. This, I can imagine him holding a little bit more. The last pieces, or the last things, are 3 interchangeable faces. We've got a face with a diamond on it, a face with a club on it. Actually, the club is like most of the mask. It's kind of cool. A face with a spade on it, and he's wearing the 4th one. I don't know, can you call him wearing a face? Anyway, he's wearing his 4th accessory face with the heart on it. So that's kind of cool. Now over here, it says there's 40 points of articulation, and throughout these videos, I'm starting to get a little bit better idea of where the articulation is, because this is my 3rd 6-inch figure ever in my life, and so I'm still kind of getting used to him. So anyway, here he is. He's all dressed up and snazzy. He's made of this hard plastic, which all the figures are, but I noticed his jacket is soft rubber. Look how pliable that is. It is so pliable, you can pull his arms back. At least that's how I do it. And you can pull the jacket off. I'd recommend being careful so it doesn't rip. This is one of the few figures that I really don't mind the coat coming off, or the jacket coming off. Typically, if there's a vest or a jacket you take off of a figure, it doesn't look so good in the arms. But the color's all the same, so it's really cool to see him wearing this white. Is it white or kind of a light gray? Anyway, a vest on him, and it looks actually not bad at all. So here's that jacket, or jacket piece. You can see how soft the rubber is. There is a hole so it can get to his back, where the back bling attaches, right there. Probably didn't need to explain that. Be kind of interesting. Let's see here. Oops, I dropped it. Will the handcuff kind of hooks around his hand? Wouldn't it have been cool if the handcuff would have actually moved so you could have actually hooked it to his wrist? I think that would have been cool. Let's see. Can he hold this back bling? It's a little difficult because the handcuff kind of blocks the way. He can almost get, this finger here kind of blocks it a little bit. He can almost get it in there. Not quite though. Set this off to the side. And the hand cannon, the reason I'm doing this without the jacket is I think it'd be easier to look at what he can hold without that jacket. If I put that here, his finger, this is probably the best one so far. Yeah, I think this is the best figure, or actually the best gun accessory for one of these figures. His finger kind of hooks right there in that notch, and he holds this thing really well. It actually looks like he's holding it. You can rotate it. I like this accessory. This is the best one so far. So yeah, I like this one. All right, here it comes. Can he hold the rocket launcher? Well, I'm sure he can hold it somehow. But how well is the question? How well indeed? So, if I put this there, his finger doesn't really, because his hand's so wide, his finger won't fit really in this little area right there. Sorry, I've got it so high up on the screen. Let's try this side. So, looks like his finger has to go on the outside. So his 3-finger claw, I'm not getting this to fit very well. So I think what we're going to have to do is kind of pose him in a rough sort of way that makes him look like he's holding it. To be honest, with these 6-inch figures, I still have not quite gotten the hang of how you get them to hold some of their accessories. These fingers, the finger joints here that move back and forth, they just drive me nuts. Because I think it feels like they're going to be loose and maybe get looser over time. So my big epic fail on these videos is simply getting them to hold their accessories. That's why I like this one. He holds it so well. All right, I'm going to give up on that. We tried. Probably the best thing I could do is slide it in his hand like that, kind of put it over his shoulder. Yeah, see, he lets loose. Someone's going to have to make a video and direct it my way and explain how in the world do I get figures with these kinds of hand joints to hold these big weapons or bigger accessories. I just can't do it. Come on, Jazwares, tell me how, because I don't know how. I'm deficient in that area. So I'm not going to waste any more of your time. So where is... Oh, one last thing. I bet he can hold his harvesting tool. Oh, all right. Okay. There we go. So we put the harvesting tool there. Put the gun. I like this gun. It works so well. Rotate that a little bit. There we go. Do you really want to mess with this guy? I can even gently pull it down without him loosening his grip. There we are. Actually almost makes me think of an umbrella. It's not an umbrella. Alright, so I don't know how other 6-inch figures works besides Jazwares, but I like this where you can pop the face off. And look, he's an android. No, just kidding. You can put one of these other faces on. You can pop it off. And you can pop one of the other faces on. I really, really like that. Come on, let's put a spade on him. There we go. Yeah, we'll put his heart back on. That's what he came with. And that's what the picture looks like over here. But I really like how they do the face thing. It's really neat. So if all the other figures, action figure lines that are 6-inch do this, then yeah, that's cool. It's better than having to pop the head off and swapping the heads off. All right, 40 points of articulation. Can we find them all? I'm going to scoot this stuff to the side. Oh, by the way, I'm just looking at him. He doesn't have any real hindrance that I can identify. So anyway, we'll start at the bottom. Well, I guess we'll start at the feet. He's got the toe tips, little toe hinge here. And he's got a rotating ankle and an ankle that kind of goes up and down. I guess here's some hindrance in his leg bottoms. So both of them go side by side. He's got a calf swivel, and he's got a double knee joint. And so far, I've not found him to be very difficult to maneuver around like some of the others. He's got the thigh swivel. Is that what you call it? A swivel? He's wiggly all over his legs. He can split. He can run. He can jump. He can dance. And right here at the waist, you can actually rotate this guy. The other guy is really difficult. He's got a pretty good torso swing. Wee-ha. Well, as we've already discussed, he does have finger hinges on both of them. And they move back and forth and they try to grip stuff. His wrists rotate. And these are actually pretty loose. I'm liking this guy. This is a better articulated, movement-wise figure than the others. Double elbows, so he can reach back and he can scratch his back or something. I don't know. I wonder what I would do with double jointed elbows. He has the bicep rotational swivelly thing. His shoulders rotate and lift, and you can hear that. Let's see. So he's got some sort of a creaking going on there. And it's an piece of articulation that I've not been able to show you very well. And it's the inside the shoulder. See here how he kind of rotates that way? They all have them, but all the others you haven't been able to see them very well. We take this thing off, we can see them real well. So what is this? The inner the inner shoulder movement? Whatever. You can rotate his head around, and he's got one of the best movements up and down on any figure 4 and 6 inch from Jazwares. This is great. I like it. This is so easy. This, while I may not be all that crazy about the character, makes this one of my, actually probably makes it so far my favorite 6 inch figure out of the 3. Just the ease. This is what they all should be like. They should be easy to move, because if I was a kid, I wouldn't want to play with those other ones. They're too difficult. This guy can move around. I still don't like the finger hinges. All right, so how many points of articulation did we find? Time to do the countdown, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Got 36 official. Now, 37, 38. I'm missing 2. So let's just flub it. Not flub it. Let's just pretend. 39 and 40. So maybe this way. Oh. I know what it is. This is one. And the rotation's one. There we go. We found all 40 of them. Cool. Yeah. One thing I did try to do is, if you notice here on his artwork, he does the little heart-shaped thing. And I did try to do this earlier with absolutely no luck, because his thumbs are faced the wrong direction. So you could try, but it's not going to work. All right, let's get him dressed up real quick. I would slide his coat on like so. Spread it open. Tuck his hands through the holes. And just slide it back on like that. Voila. He's dressed. He's ready to go out on a night on the town. Boom. Look how that... See? That's a good accessory. Crazy easy to put it in his hand. I like it. Let's get the back bling. He's got to get his backpack. He's probably going to go do a dropper. Something somewhere. There we go. And he just might need the crowbar for when he gets locked out of his car, huh? Or when he's going to Need some building material. Cool. This is Wild Card. I like this figure. I can't get him to stand, but I like him. Oh, that's why. Let's twist his ankle back around. Twist his ankle. Now, one thing I am disappointed about with this series of figures is that they don't come with, trying to get one here, they don't come with a building material figure stand. Now, I could probably guess why they don't. Jazwares probably doesn't want to do something on this 6-inch scale with building material. But if you notice on his feetsies, if you can see him, they do have holes. And unfortunately, that peg don't work. So it would be cool if they came with even a little display figure stand of some sort. But anyway, that's just a minor thing. This is a pretty nice figure. All right, so thank you for stopping by and watching and checking this out. Keep me in mind, because I'm going to keep going and doing some more of these. These are kind of neat. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to. Anyway, we'll catch you later on the next video. Boom.